Godzilla Minus One is the 33rd Toho Godzilla movie, so today, let's see if it's worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. Japan is already devastated by the war when a new crisis emerges in the form of a giant monster, Godzilla. So when it comes to Godzilla, I was a fan pretty late in life. It wasn't until 2019 that I started to actually watch the Godzilla movies. I remember seeing the Roland Emmerich one back in the 90s when it was released. That was one of the first movies I've ever seen in theaters. But to prepare for Godzilla vs. Kong, my daughter and I went through all of the Godzilla movies, and I had a blast going through all of them, and I have very fond memories of watching those movies back in 2019, 2020, kind of when COVID hit, and then they pushed back Godzilla vs. Kong. So I was preparing for a ranking video for that movie, and so going into Godzilla Minus One, I was really excited. And some of the best Godzilla movies are where they have good storylines for human characters. You're gonna get human characters in Godzilla movie. That's just gonna happen. Some have really poor storylines for humans, and some have really good, intriguing, emotional storylines. And Godzilla Minus One works so well because of the human characters. There's a lot of emotion and characters that you just absolutely care about when they come to post-World War II in Japan, and also dealing with Godzilla. These are characters that you want to see survive. You want to see them defeat Godzilla. These are characters that are so nicely fleshed out throughout the movie that you just want to spend so much time with them. Characters trying to develop plans to destroy Godzilla or sacrifice themselves, or look at family relationships in the beginning of this movie. Whatever character it is, these are characters that you don't mind spending time with. If it's not Godzilla on screen, I want to have something interesting. I want to have something that I can connect to and be invested in. And Godzilla Minus One, why it works so well is because of those human characters. But also, Godzilla, he's terrifying. This isn't your Godzilla that's going to come in and balance things against Kong. This is the Godzilla that's going to come into Japan and absolutely destroy it. He is vicious in the movie, has no reason for what he's doing. He's just there destroying things. The effects and the look of Godzilla is very impressive. For the money that they had going into this movie, they made it work so well. The look of Godzilla, the effects, some cool things that they do for Godzilla really provides that urgency and that menacing feel to Godzilla within this movie. So very different from what we got for the American versions of Godzilla in the MonsterVerse. This is a Godzilla that's just so different, and it provides a story that's really traumatic for the people within this movie in Japan. Through the effects of World War II for Japan, they are recovering, and then you have Godzilla that comes into the storyline, terrorizes the city, destroys it, and it just provides more emotional weight to the story as these characters are slowly starting to recover from what had happened to them, and now they have a new threat in the form of Godzilla. You can see these characters that already are emotional, and they are dealing with that trauma of post-World War II, and now they have to deal with this new threat, and that's where these characters all kind of come together to develop these plans and try to destroy Godzilla, and they don't want to have to go through everything again. So the whole storyline surrounding Godzilla and Japan as well, it's pretty traumatic and also just very emotional, and there's that weight to the story that makes the characters very strong, realize things what they can do against Godzilla, and then also Godzilla provides that urgency. He's vicious within this movie. I also love the score in here, very reminiscent of the original score for Godzilla. I loved hearing that as the credits were going, and just some of the heightened action scenes. The score was very good within this movie. But overall, Godzilla Minus One, really great action, just terrorizing through the city. The atomic breath just is done in such a cool fashion. The human characters I found to be nicely developed throughout the movie. I wanted to spend time with them, but also the story itself, dealing with Japan post World War II and then the new threat of Godzilla, really starts to shake things up and makes these characters challenge themselves and all kind of come together to defeat Godzilla. This is a good Godzilla movie. It's not one that's got poor storylines and poor human characters, and there are some very cheesy Godzilla movies I still enjoy, but this is a more grounded, realistic, haunting version of Godzilla that works so well. It's easily in the top 10 Godzilla movies I have seen. So before I give you my score for Godzilla Minus One, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer actions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie-related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. And if you like to see where Godzilla Minus One ranks amongst all the other 2023 releases I've seen this year, follow me on Letterboxd, and there you can find my ranking. I'm going to go ahead and give Godzilla Minus One an A-. Thank you guys for checking out my review for Godzilla Minus One, the new Godzilla film. Have you guys seen it by chance? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.